Welcome back, Carib Nation, Carib boys and girls, to finally another episode of TCG Talk with Carib Boy. And as well as the usual suspects, we have Butcher and the specialist here with me again on this episode 4. I believe it is episode 4. And we're coming from a very long hiatus. While we didn't get the chance to record a podcast, but we fight it up. We get a night where we have people available and we doing the thing. All right. So let me check in, fellas. How we doing? It's been a while. We're gonna start with the specialists. How things?
All right, good day. I good. Bubble last tournament come fifth. But other than that, real cool, man.
Good stuff. Butcher.
I real good too. The last 2 tournaments, I think I was in top 4, so I doing real good right now.
Here we being modest. Specialist about top 4. It was top 2 for the last 2, I think. Playing modest.
I can't remember.
But we're gonna talk about that. So we want yes, so let me get my nice. So we want to kick off the discussion. We're trying not to, by catching up, we can't talk about everything. So there are a few things that happened since the last time we were able to chat. And we want to highlight, of course, the local scene. We would have had three or so tournaments. Correct me, fellas. I think it's 3. We good? 3 tournaments.
3.
On the 24th of September.
The 28th, the 8th, the 24th, and the 18th, I think.
Right, 18th and 24th September and 8th of October. These 3 tournaments would have taken place at the MV Collectibles. Gamers Trove had to focus a bit on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals that they had, which was pretty big. I think we spoke about that briefly in our last podcast, if I'm not mistaken. If we did not, well, congrats again to the Gamers Trove for a very successful and very large regionals held down in the Sandolands, San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. Big congrats again to the Gamers Trove. And we're looking to really build the Pokemon participation, the Pokemon TCG participation down south. We tend to have more of the participation happening further up north. So, we want to support the Gamer Show and the community and the player base by raising the participation in the tournaments down in the south of the island there. So nice, we're looking forward to that. But these 3 tournaments here, Carib boys and girls, we had the one on the 18th I think that was the big one. That was the 18-player tournament.
Yeah.
18 players was quite a feat. Unfortunately, these last 3 tournaments, I couldn't make any. I think I was able to pass through one with my timing and schedule just to give some vibes, but I wasn't able to compete. It has been a very unlucky run for Carib Boy competitively. And I had X, I touched the fit, but small thing. So we had an 18-person tournament. Then we had the last 2. The 2 after that were relatively regular sizes. One was 9 and somewhere like 11 or something like that. Yeah. The next 2. So, it touch and go. But go ahead.
It was 11 people until like round 2 or round 3. A man entered late.
Right. Okay.
I think Rogansi did enter in round 2 or round 3 to make it 12.
All right, that was the 11 one I was talking about that went up to 12.
Yeah, that was last week tournament, yeah.
Last week. Okay. So we maintain that kind of 11, 12 vibes. And then that big one, 18. So, we're really looking to see a little 30 man, a little 60 man, a little 120 man tournament in the future. All right. So the 18-man tournament, I say in man, that's something real not 2020. 18-person tournament. The 18-person tournament, we have coming out on top in that one, we had Amar. I won't give his whole government name on the podcast. So congrats to Amar winning that And correct me, fellas, I will hand it over to you guys to talk about that, seeing that you were there. He won with Darkrai Vista, a Turbo Darkrai deck. So take it away, fellas. Tell me about that.
It was a real interesting deck, honestly. I didn't play against him, so I'm not too sure how it worked, but he do real well with it. He beat almost everybody he play against. He even beat Lack. I think Lack was running Palkia.
Nah, Garatina.
Is Garatina Lack was running?
Yeah,
So he was going
also
strong against Garatina. So it was real good. They play real good. You get to play against him, Shaq?
Yeah, I played against Amarin in top 4, and what made Amar deck different from other Darkrais was the consistency of hitting for over 220 turn 2, and my Arceus V is 220, and I didn't run any big charm or anything like that. So turn 2, he's knocking out one of my Vs, which gave him a edge.
Yeah, I believe I would have reached out to him to find out a little more about the build, and he shared some stuff with me how he made it consistent, and it sounded on paper and by air a very interesting take on the Turbo. He shared some things that I think I could have just used to adjust mine, and then specifically the stadiums that he used, and he said the stadiums I use currently, which is training court. I will share one bit, and he uses the Pokestop in there.
He used Pokestop, yeah.
And he did say that he would at least trade one Pokestop for one training court, at least to have one training court in there. He think that would even make it more consistent than having, I think it was 2 or 3 of the Pokestops using. And well, he shared some other stuff too. And I find it was a real interesting take. And well, he beat up Lozone, didn't really have a note to make. Was that the only Lozone in the tournament? Lost Origin deck? The Giratina played by Lack?
At that point, yes, I think Lack was the only Lozone deck.
Okay.
In that tournament. Only completed one of this.
And Shaq, you would have played did you play for 3rd and 4th with Brando, or you all were just ranked?
No, we were just ranked.
Just ranked. Okay, so 3rd, 4th with Brando. What did you and Brando play in that 18-person tournament?
I can't even remember. I would have most likely play some Arceus variant. Most likely it would have been Flying Pikachu. It would have been Flying Pikachu for sure. And I think Brandon did play Arceus Agron, right? And we didn't play 3rd, 4th, but we did play in Swiss, and we did tie in Swiss.
Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. So that kind of rounds it up, at least for the top 4 of the largest tournament we've had in quite some time. So congrats to the community on that, and hoping to see another big one before the year closes. And I hope I can be there. I really hope I can be there. This is busy season in theater for me, so we will see. All right. So the next tournament would have been the Republic Day get together, I would call it. We MV tried to have one on the 24th. That one would have been the how much person tournament, guys?
24th was,
I think 9 players. 12.
9.
The 18th. So it had the 18th and the 24th. Sorry, yeah, that was 9 people. 9,
right? Okay, good. And I'm seeing Brando came out on top there, and you Butcher with the second. Tell us a bit. Specialist, is that the one that yes, I think I just passed through. You and I both. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I did just pass through.
Right, because I believe I met you guys there. Wrapping up the tournament. So Butcher, take it away. Tell us about that get together on the Republic Day and what you remember from that.
That was good. What I played was Radiant Zad Intellion, and Brandon played Gudra. That was so most of the decks were kind of now coming out for Lost Origins. So Brandon would have played Gudra, and then I think Shamid and some other people were playing some Lost Zone decks as well. I think Shamid played Lost Zone, Lost Origin, Radiant Zad. His take on it, and I had run the Intelligence Zad.
That's what just repeat that. Shamil played the Lost Box Zad.
Yeah, Lost Box Zad. And I played Intelligence Radiant Zad.
Okay, and I think I remember Specialist, that was the day you congratulated, was it you who congratulated or Brando congratulated Shamil on piloting the deck
yeah,
pretty well that day.
Brandon said he piloted the deck extremely well.
Yeah, and I think it was a relatively new deck, and Shamil being a relatively new player, that was impressive to hear. And you know, want to share the congratulations. I hope that he continued the game because he showed a really keen interest in playing as a collector, and I was impressed, and I really encourage him on the side as well. And I know you guys would have had conversations with him as well. So it's really good to see a fellow collector not convert, because he stopped collecting, but you know, become a player too, and a good one at that. So big up Shamil one time. All right, so moving on to the last tournament of the local scene here, the latest one would have been the 8th of October, correct, guys?
Yes, correct.
Which was some days ago, and it went on a bit late, so we had a split top 4, and again, congrats, Butcher, for the consistent top in here. Yeah, this is why I say he being modest. Top 2, about top 4. Splitting top 2 with there's Butcher and Brando. No, that was the versus, sorry. Jaden.
Top
Butcher
4
and Jaden, top 1 and 2. And Brandon for
for top 4.
3rd and 4th.
For 3rd and 4th.
So that made up the top 4 there. Shaki, Specialist, you was in that tournament as well?
Yeah, like I bubbled at 5th.
Oh well, so, nah, man, we had a quality 5th pick, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. We have top 2 and 5 right here. All right, so guys, take it away. Share with us about that tournament. Let me start off with Specialist.
I've saw some interesting decks that they like. Brendan bring out the Orbital. That legit blew my mind to see our Orbital in 2022, well 2023 format, right? Seeing Orbital, and yeah, that was crazy. I find that was very interesting, and for him to top 4 with it too. Yeah, I find that was very interesting. That was like the highlight of the tournament for me.
Before we move on to Butcher, well, sorry, if you ain't done, or before you move on, tell us a little more about the Orbital, if you remember what made it special and how did it work. I mean, we know the Orbital is the one that spreads the damage 10 across the board, and I used to play the deck before. The goal was to get your switching going on, spread the damage, and then until you could get the opportunity to hit with the attack, depending on the amount of energy your opponent have. That's how the Orbital work. But tell us this 2022 experience with the Orbital, fighting it, playing it, seeing it play. If you could give us a description of that.
Well, personally, I think the attack is good for now. It does 50 for each energy attached to both Pokemon or just your opponent's active?
I think it's just the opponent's active.
It's just the opponent?
Right. It's just the opponent?
That's so long I ain't played. Let we pull it up now. Butcher or whoever on a laptop, mine's slow. So just look up the Orbital.
It's up there now.
To be sure.
Yeah, your opponent's active Pokemon.
Right. Okay. So I remember my brain is too old.
But,
yeah.
Right. So 150, I find is very good to hit our Arceus, because Arceus will always have 3. Always. Right? And any Arceus variants will have at least 3 on it. Then it will have the chip 10 damage everywhere. Palkias might have 100. It'll have certain decks right now runs a lot of energies. So I think it was a great mixed up. And yeah, I find it was pretty cool that the top four and everything.
I would totally obliterate Ablissy. Yeah.
Good thing Luchin didn't come.
He gets away,
Also, I think the reason it's a good meta call is because of like comfy and thing. Because most of them lost deck resting on 4 comfy and let me say 2 camerons. So if they can properly get out the switching, in 2 turns they can kill 3 comfy, 4 comfies. It will fade no heal or nothing. They can kill all the comfy under.
Yeah.
I guess that why the lost zone decks does run switch card. Switch card does heal them for 30.
Right.
Yeah, I can
Which
still
is
see that.
why I need switch card.
Yeah,
I think I struggled to get a playset. I think up to 3 or probably get a playset, but I'm confusing online and in real life right now.
I only had 2, so I had to manage it good and I had to make sure I scoop up net right at the right times when I play against someone. So it was a lot of things.
So, Butcher, what about your particular experience with that last tournament? Coming out top 2. Share with us now.
It was good. The toughest matchup I had, I believe, was Brandon. I played him twice, so I played him once during Swiss, and then I played him in top 4 again. Our top 4 match went into sudden death essentially, where it was time to call in the 3rd game, and we had to go to whoever could take a prize first win. We had to shuffle up, start over, and whoever could take a prize first win. But that was some of the closest games. All the games I had with him came down with me either winning with 1 because of the last card in the deck that I needed, or off by the last card in the deck.
Just remind us, what did you play and what did Brandon play?
I played Radiant Zard Lost Box, and Brandon played Zora. Zora.
Oh, okay. He jumped out with it. I thought he did not use it, so he cannot troll before, because I remember him posting the picture of it and saying, "Nah, he are coming out with that." So I guess he play a little Azul with we day.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what did, just remind us, Jaden and Brendan played what again? Orbital and?
Yeah. Orbital and
Kyria and Palkia.
Yeah.
Kyria and Palkia. Oh my goodness, some expensive deck man jumping out with. And what did you play, Specialist?
I played Akias Gudra.
Akias Gudra. Yeah, I was marking a double Gudra and I actually sleep away this evening here at 6 o'clock the auction, and I was going to snipe it for 55.
VJ?
Yeah, boy. Yeah. I missed out on that, but anyhow, $55 less to spend. What other decks do you guys remember from that tournament that would have been different from the top 5?
So Shamil also came back with his Radiant Zad, but his Radiant Zad was different to mine, as he was running the build to try to pump Cameron damage as much as possible.
Okay.
Because that was main attack. And then he was using Sableye to clean up.
Okay.
Because I was using Cameron to just poke and then Sableye to as my finisher with Radiant Zad.
All right. And
then that it had
Gaju played Palkia, Ice Rider. Nikolai played
Gudra.
He played pure Gudra. I don't think he played Arceus.
Okay.
I think he played a pure
Gudra
belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe he just got those cards as well, so it would have been a new deck for him. Jumping in there.
Yeah, it was a new deck for him. I had some other people running some new deck. Rogancy played.
He played as Shadow Rider? I really don't know what Rogancy played.
I can't remember what Rogancy played.
Most likely it would have been Shadow Rider.
Shadow Rider, interesting. Shadow Rider straight or with something?
I think he was running Shadow Rider with Mewtwo.
Mewtwo Star.
Yeah.
I actually have the cards for that. to put together. I don't know if I can run in a tournament with it though. I really trying to finish this movie max. Specialist have one holding for me. So once we can meet up, I'll grab that from you, and I need one more. Because I will put my time. I was doing the 4-2 build, but I feel I want to do the 4-3. So I done one VMAX, and I think I done. Once I get that third VMAX, I should have it. I really like the deck, and I don't know how we go for in a local tournament, but on the online ladder, boy, them lost box, give me some pain. Give me some pain. It coming real close. I make a man deck out one, and I was hoping, but then they always have something to come in the end, man. So it kind of, I would say on the online Ptcgo with my movie max and facing lost box, it coming down to the wire. It had a one I was playing that didn't cater for Giratina. I don't know how he managed to hold back that Giratina V. So I think it is a one prize deck straight until the end. I see my boy drop a Giratina V. I said, but wait, he pull out that. And actually, he get out the Vista. And by that time, he had about 12 in the discard and KO. KO, one movie max. And tell me, does Lost Vacuum remove energy?
No.
No, only tools and stadiums.
Yeah.
Okay, because, well, I guess I never attached because I had a movie max on the board with a choice belt. And I had a movie. I pull a double turbo energy and I put it on the V thinking my VMAX have a energy on it. Bam, when time to, well, he knocked out one, so I promote the other one. When I do so, no energy. So I try to dig to find this energy, run out of cards, run out of plays. The last double turbo sleep in the deck, and well, he win. That was my last thing. But I reached the 2-star and I'm approaching 3 stars right now with the movie max. I really enjoying playing it, and that is what it is for me. To enjoy the game now. I really enjoy playing the movie max.
Yeah, that kind of why I'd stick with Mad Party for so long. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I could attest to that. So moving on. We want to chat a bit. Well, I say a bit, thinking the local scene would be very short. But we could try to kind of go through it. Global tournament and upcoming regionals this weekend here. Well, this is provided I upload this thing either tomorrow or Friday. But I'll do it either tomorrow or Friday. Salt Lake City regionals coming up. But before that, let me chat a bit about the Peoria. The Peoria, Butcher, just highlight for us who would have come the top 4. Let me just discuss the top 4, and we could go on the percentage of like the best performing decks after. So the top 4 would have been
was Zachary Crickler, Josh Tate, Calvin Connor, and Todd Reckler.
Oh my goodness, this is the heartbreak finals. We always kind of rooting for Todd, but it's not like we wanted Calvin to lose, but the way he lost,
yes, it was most upsetting how he lose. Like I didn't want Todd to lose, but I didn't want him to win like that.
Yeah, boy, that was hard to see. Imagine being Calvin in that scenario, fighting your way to finals, and pretty much bricking hard, so hard that you lost the match. I mean, could you remember the first round? Was it a fighting chance, or did he like pull bad?
I think he break first game as well. Did he break first game, Shaq? Special?
I think he had a slow start and he managed to fight back a bit, but it didn't work out for him. And then the second game was just a hard brick, one subtle jump out. Todd worked his magic with that lost zone engine and was able to knock out. He won Pokemon. Yeah, that was legit heart of the cards. The winning pull was a callus.
Was it?
No, the winning thing was from the Oranguru. The Oranguru
Yeah.
Get the
I
colors.
remember,
Either switch card or chorus. 1 of 32. So that he could switch out.
Yeah. I'll probably, I guess, put up a caption how we'd close that off. And Calvin would have played Palkia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palkia, Italian.
Pure Palkia. Yes, that was actually very impressive for Calvin, but you know, he still walk away with the championship points. I don't think he had to do much again to reach Yokohama Worlds, right? And the third and fourth would have played.
QM.
QM
Both of them, third and fourth.
Both of them, wow.
In top 4, it had 3 Palkias and 1 lost.
And the top eight, there was a Zorak in the top 8.
Yes, it was a Zorak in the top 8.
Yeah, one Zorak,
it had 1 Garatina in the top 8 as well.
Right.
So it was basically 5 Palkia decks, 1 lost box, 1 Garatina, and 1 Zora.
Nice. Good stuff. And tell us quickly about the percentage of the tournament in terms of decks and performance. I know there's a tab there on Limitless.
Yeah, so 20% was 20.51% was Palkia, 7% was Kuram, lost box was 4%, and Garatina was 8%.
Yeah, for 4% to come out and win the whole thing is very impressive.
was 5%.
5%. And there was a 1% Shadow Rider and something.
Shadow Rider and
Right. And that entire tournament would have been 100 and something.
That tournament was 1,000.
1,000, sorry, I missed a 0, yes? I missed a whole 0. So 20% Palkia still looking to ramp up the thing here. And what's all the general thoughts on the meta of that last regional there?
My thoughts is just show how good Lost Box could be
how good Toad could be.
Yeah, how good Toad could be. Let me say that. Because he made some changes to the deck that are amazing that I probably wouldn't use because I don't feel comfortable with it. Because his list is what? He running like double money and I think his list was different because he was running double money. He running part to the peak. He running lost vacuum. So essentially, when he put down part to the peak, he locking off his Radiant Charizard until the end of the game when he used lost vacuum to take it off the field.
Yeah, he just in control.
A
real impressive. I don't know. Do you think any we could have come up with that if we think about it hard enough, or is really taught by
it? If you think hard enough, you can come up with it, but if you feel comfortable enough that you know that how you managing your resources, you will have either your opponent gonna bump the part to the peak, or you're gonna have lost vacuum coming on to the end of the game to get the part to the peak. You have to have real faith in yourself.
And I believe he said something about that. You really need to pay attention to that build, and you could see every game he played how he would arrange the discard pile to remind himself of what he playing with and what he playing for. Real kind of, I wouldn't want to say veteran, real championship level.
Because
thought thing going on there.
I run out one-off because I was running in my build. I was running Pokestop and a one-off part, and even in those cases, still keeping track of everything. Like he used Pokestop, you had to keep track of what going in your graveyard.
Yes.
Keep track of what you're sending away. You had to try to keep track of what your prizes is. Because this happened to be one of the cards, like you say, you're running 2 fire energy. If you're low, don't want your fire energy. Last prize is your fire energy. That Charizard dead. You ain't not with the Charizard.
Yeah.
It's how to real micromanage every little you do with the deck.
It's not a jokey thing. It's really a mental chess, and that's why I like to. I mean, we like the game. People would say it's a bias, that we promote it, but like why you like this Chiren thing? Yes, I mean it's designed for Chiren. The designs of the characters and stuff is a Chiren's game, a Chiren show, a Chiren, all that. But when it comes down to the competitive Pokemon Jet, even VGC, real mental maths, and the championship level players that's really considered on the level of international chess is serious maths going on there, serious thinking and serious strategy, you know. And I guess, yeah, congrats to Todd, you're bad. Todd very bad, right? And yeah, so Salt Lake City is this weekend. How will you think? Because it's the same meta. It has changed, no new set or new cards come out. What are y'all I mean, even if you didn't think about it, predictions coming off a Todd's win. Off the bat, we even see locally, man pelting out dollars to get this lost box. It just, and I would assume it would have been the case all over, because even on PTCG, it riddled with lost box decks are fighting it. Like every 5 game is about 3 or 4 lost zone are playing, if not guaranteed, straight lost zone. What other thing going to take place in the Salt Lake? You think it going to ramp up in terms of participation numbers and do well, or then going to counterfeit?
So 2 things will happen. It's going to go up in the number of people playing it, and a lot of people going to try to bring a counterfeit somehow. Don't know what that's going to be. I think probably Reggie's, maybe more people might come with Reggie's.
Yeah.
But it definitely going to have people coming to counter. People might go Gudra and go more heal with their builds. So more hyper potions, more ways they heal their Pokemon. So just outlast them. Yeah. Because if you could withstand the attacks, even like Stone, you know.
Yeah.
Timmy was playing Stone last tournament. That's what I figured.
Okay, interesting.
You can't beat that deck with Lost Box. It's outlast you, because any deck that build, or even like an Arceus deck that build around healing, any deck that build around healing and trying to out-sustain Lost Box, they probably win it. Because Lost Box has to go so fast. They go through most of their deck, but I would say turn 3. If they're not taking prizes, it's very hard for them to win.
Any additional thoughts, specialists, on that prediction for Salt Lake City?
Well, I think people will hit on the Lost Zone engine so much that it will have a few players playing the Galarian Weezing. Right?
Poison.
Yeah, but this is not just the poison. The Weezing itself locks off all abilities.
Right. The neutralizing gas.
Yes. So I would not be surprised to see a coughing in front and people playing cards like Boost and Shake, right? To evolve to Weezing turn 1, right?
Yeah,
and enter, attach energy and enter. You know,
that's it.
Yeah, that's
because if it all chorus, what you gonna do?
Even the cram use our ability to attack, right? So yeah, and
the cram is our ability. Oh shucks.
Yeah.
The cram you need at least 4
right.
able to attack.
I thought it was an effect of the attack.
No, it's the ability. The ability makes it ignore the
cost. Okay. Real interesting. So, like, my mind so wrapped up in life to think about that. I was glad for this and you guys here to help me think of these things. You know, in the hobby. That's real interesting. Like, hearing all you say that. I'm hoping hoping for time on the weekend here to tune in and see if I see these things. And maybe the listeners as well, interest might be piqued as well, you know. And the last thing we want to chat about before we wrap up is Silver Tempest is set to be the November set in the Pokemon TCG. We have some cards people looking out for more on the collector's side, but you have 3 main cards that I want to hear all your thoughts about that coming up: the Lugia Vista, I'll ask Butcher to just go over the effect when I finish here. The Regieleki and Regidrago. Regieleki is VMAX. Regidrago is V-Star, if I'm not mistaken. Or both could be VMAX. Correct, right? Nice. Regidrago.
Correct the first time.
Regidrago, people comparing to the Mewtree that copies attacks of dragons, in this case, from your discard pile. And you know, people chatting about it online, it highlighting some dragons that might make the thing. It have one hitting for 250. People assume it could copy V-Star power. We will find out for sure when the FAQ for Silver Tempest come out. What's going on with that? And the Regieleki is a kind of add up. It's funny because the VMAX adds damage to your V, and the V have a kind of, and they talk about it with Vikavolt, and then Lugia is looking to kind of soup up colorless Pokemon, and it have a Archeops to go with it. So what do you think, Silver Tempest going and change on the meta, or it really go say nothing?
I'm not sure. I kind of underwhelmed with it right now, but you never know. Things could just happen. Somebody could think about Knoxville with like the Regidrago, with some Regidrago with, let's say, Rayquaza or some nonsense, and go off. So
yeah. I think somebody mentioned a Zygarde too. So I can't remember the set. Yeah, specialist.
I, however, a little excited for it. I've never really been excited for a new set. As usually wait for the set to come out first. But I have been a Mewtree perfectionist player. That was the name of the deck.
Yes.
The Mewtree deck, that was perfection deck they used to call it.
Yeah.
Right. So I have been playing Mewtree, so I'm fully aware of the potential this Regidrago can do. I already have combos in my head with Gardenias. Right.
Oh yes, definitely. To accelerate two grass, right?
That's two energy. Easy with Gardenia.
Right, and Regidrago is 2 grass energy and a psychic.
And a fire.
Right?
Fire.
Yes.
So Gardenia done getting those 2 grass and it just manually attach the fire and turn to your swinging.
You're swinging, yeah.
So yeah, I don't have ideas, and then to get the V's in your hand easily, you could get Adventurous Discovery and just Ultra Ball them away.
Ultra Ball.
And
you run in for research, you run V-Star.
And then it have a supporter now that sends a V from your deck to your grave. I think the Mewtwo V Union was playing it.
Yes, oh man. It slipped me. It slipped me, but not the man who was exploring Peony and Fada. Not Peony and Fada.
Like right, but
the man name is Peonia. Peony? Not Peony?
Nah.
No, Peony is this guardian. Is it Opal?
Nah, it was no Opal.
But I think I know the card.
But still, it
have that.
Alone, it shows a lot of potential. You could pick whatever 2 cards you want in your deck and just straight in and copy it with, depending on the scenario, you get to choose which
toolbox style.
Which to me is more accurate than the Perfection Mewtree deck, because at that point with the Mewtree, you could only use things like Cherish Balls, and you only gain 1, and then it come into your hand, and then you still have to discard it from your hand.
Right.
While it have supporters was sending it straight from your deck to the
and then you needed to copy the exact cost of the attacks, correct?
No. Using the same 3 energies from the Regidrago,
right,
which is the 2 grass and the fire.
No, for the Perfection I meant. You had to use the exact energy? No, it was the same way.
It was the same way how Regidrago is
now. Okay, lovely. Well, I too, because entering the TCG, playing the TCG, I came in when Eternatus was eternally placed and Perfection was still in the game, and I believe my first tournament witnessing, I think Shaq, Specialist, you and and Lachman and the top 4 table was all playing Mutri, or there were a couple in the top 4 table there, and yeah, I remember being very impressed by it. So I actually am excited for Silver Tempest. If I can run down and get the cards myself, at least to see what takes place with the Regidrago. Something eating my up here, but Butcher or Specialist, just check that Mutri. If like some online discussion was saying, talking about effects like Regidrago that specified using the energy cost. And I'm trying to
energy
up here.
Right.
that
This
would
Pokemon
be
can use the attacks of any Pokemon
the only thing
GX
like
or
that. I think is Ditto.
Pokemon EX on your
Ditto
bench
that's
or in your
used.
discard pile. You
Bench
still
too.
need the necessary energy to use each attack.
Okay,
Yeah,
needed
needed
the
the
necessary.
energy.
Needed the necessary. And like, wow, that was eating me up because I feel like I listened that just today before we chat. So cool. So it taking that fact now, you all would say the Regidrago probably better off. Might have some better
The
potential.
Drago don't need the necessary.
No,
No,
just
Drago
the
is
2
just
grass and the fire.
the
And
2 grass and the fire.
you playing for your 2
Any
grass and
dragon
fire
attack.
to copy attacks.
Now, well,
Any dragon type card in your discard.
But it's limited to dragon, yes.
I mean, they nerfed it because now Regidrago can only copy dragon types and
yes.
Right? But at the same time, it have dragon types that
Go
hit
and be
in
looking for
for
dragon type that broke.
270.
And I
It
is
has
a
that.
dragon lover. In Yu-Gi-Oh! In my Yu-Gi-Oh! Days, I just wanted to have an ultimate dragon deck, which never really worked out. So I really excited.
What do you mean it had this dragon deck? I mean, all of them get limited to 1 or 2
Dragon rulers.
dragon rulers. Yeah, why
Yeah, I was there when I by random dragon. I when men used to just drop blue eyes just so and ball I win. But I left the game before the blue eyes, the official blue eyes deck came out, and a few came out, and I was like, nah, I ain't jumping back in Yu-Gi-Oh! I will stick to Pokemon.
What about the dragon rulers?
The dragon ruler, that was
way later. So that means he jumped out early.
No, that was earlier than Blue Eyes, right?
Yeah, I didn't come in yet. I don't remember that. I think that when I was there, that was old cards.
Dragon Rulers came out with Big Eyes and Jacko second thing. Spellbooks, the same time with Spellbooks.
Spellbooks. I would have left already, I feel I left already.
I was saying, it sounded like he was in the game early on, and then he left.
Yeah, when the Yu-Gi-Oh! Was building, I was in the game when we had our first big regionals. So
that was the Comic City or whatever.
Comic-Con in UE. That was my best performing. That was my last performing.
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con. It was a
Comic festival thing.
It was
another comic festival thing in UE.
TLC or whatever building.
Who hosted the tournament itself, Ryan?
Nah, that would have, well, I remember media and variety at the time. Hosting that part of it. It could have been a collaboration. I'm not sure. I wasn't really familiar with everyone back then.
I know UE would have been Duelist Kingdom.
Yeah, it wasn't UE. So Duelist Kingdom did kind of fall off, and I started to go California by media and variety.
Right.
When I could have get a chance. All right. So that brings us to the end of today's podcast. I really like how it went. We managed to cover and catch up. I feel. So I feel good about it. How all you plan to tune in weekend? All you working? All you chucking in normal Tifa watch kind of thing, or there's some time after sit down and watch?
I just try my best to while have a little free time and work. I'll take a little watch and or I will be working with headphones on, just listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will definitely try.
You're maneuvering with life and tuning in. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a teacher. I don't work on the weekend generally. But my other job picking up, which does take any day, any time. So we're gonna see how we go. I know I'll tune in for some part of it sometime. As best as I could. And what about you, Butcher?
I hope so.
Yeah. All right. Popcorn
Hopefully, I'm
vibes.
watching it. But right now, so my attention can go down kind of stick because World's going on for League of Legends.
Oh yes.
And then
Yes.
and then this tournament's happening. So even last weekend, or weekend before, our most attention split.
Right. Well, what I could say is definitely we had a long hiatus here. Let we try not to take so long. We're gonna see how we can manage next week. We'll communicate and we'll have a regional to talk about. Yeah. So nice.
Sure.
So thank you guys for being here again. Thank you for tuning in the Carib Nation, Carib boys and girls. This is your boy Butcher, Specialist, and Carib Boy out again. Till the next time.